Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you, and then we'll open the floor to any questions.
Well, certainly didn't turn out the way we were hoping, but they barreled everything that we threw at them in the third inning. We couldn't get them out. Everything we threw, they put a barrel on, and every ball they hit seemed to be where we were not positioned. And they just built on their momentum. You could tell they were going up to the plate with a lot of confidence. Got to give them a lot of credit. They did what they had to do to win the game by hitting the ball so well.
Any questions?
What's the focus now, for the guys battling back, right? Just one pitch at a time, one game at a time, right?
Absolutely. We've only lost 3 games all year, which means we've won a lot of games. And, to win 4 more to get to the next part of the World Series is certainly not out of the question. It won't be easy, but, we saved a lot of good arms today, and we'll be able to throw some good arms out there the next few days. Our team has always bounced back. One of the strengths of our team has been the resiliency of our team. We seem to fall behind a lot throughout the course of the year, not by giving up 12 runs in 1 inning, but there have been many games we're down 4 and 5 runs and come back. So I have a lot of confidence in these guys, and I think we'll make a good showing the next few days.
Coach, you've got a couple runs in the ninth. Does that kind of show your team just always trying to get ahead, just always trying to compete?
Sure. I think we have a bunch of competitors. As you know, they were pinch hitters. They went in there and wanted to show what they can do, and I was happy they did a nice job. Throughout the game, I thought we swung the bat decently. We got called out on strikes too often, and I'm not sure what that was all about, why our guys weren't swinging at some pitches. But, basically their bats beat us today, plain and simple.
A little bit, Jimmy, is leaders on this team. Coach mentioned we've been down before, we've been down a lot. What is your message to your guys? You guys are 2 of the leaders on this team.
Yeah, sure. It's just one game at a time, right? We have a resilient group, as Coach Babb said. And we've been in tough spots before, and we've come out on top before. So it's just knowing that, we have a really good team. We have a really good record, really good players. And you got to keep the energy up, positivity up, and I have no doubt that we can go through the losers bracket and win 4 games in a row.
Yeah, I'll just reiterate what Caleb said. I think we trust our depth. That's number one. We have a lot of really good players on this team. And, I think as leaders, Caleb and I and the rest of the old guys trust every single one of the, 30 guys that we brought here. And so it's important to remember that, all those guys are going to be important over the next couple of days. We'll just take it at bat by at bat, inning by inning. And, I have the utmost confidence in every single one of those guys to do a good job on the field.
Jimmy and Caleb, you guys, combined for 3 home runs today. The team still puts up 7 runs, 12 hits. Offensively, you guys, still put up some solid numbers today. I guess just as a team, how'd you guys feel individually and just the group effort, fighting still?
Yeah, it's always tough to, get down by so much early and just continue chipping away. I think we put together some at-bats. It's a good place to hit here. We, obviously the first time that Caleb and I have hit here, the wind's traveling pretty heavy and you can do some damage. And so, we've always been a team that's going to hit a lot. And, no matter what the score is, no matter what the situation is, we trust that, our approach can beat the pitcher across from us. And, as we work our way through the losers bracket, I think, having faith in that approach and, taking it one at-bat at a time, we'll try to, put up some big innings and run off some wins here.
Yep. Just like what Jimmy said, we trust our approach, and that's not something we want to deviate from going forward. There's no time to panic or anything like that. So we want to put together good at bats, win each pitch, and still trust, what we do will win us games.
I think too, when you give up 12 runs in an inning, it takes the wind out of your sail, and I think for sure for the next couple innings, we were kind of in shock. But what it also does is it makes you play a little more conservatively. We had to be, we couldn't attempt any steals at that point. It just puts a lot of pressure on every at bat, every pitch, and it changes the way you can play the game. And as I said, I think those couple innings after they scored 12, we were shocked. And that shortened the game. I think then we kind of bounced back a little bit and had some chances from like the 6th inning on. But again, we had to be conservative, and it's just not the way we usually play.
Coach, how do you find that in you then to come back and play the way you usually play in the next game?
Well, I trust these guys. You know, they've been through it. It's baseball. You know, it's a funny sport. You can lose a game, you know, a doubleheader. You can lose the first game 15-0 and then come back the second game and shut the team out and win 8-0 yourself. Probably no other sport can be like that. So I think our guys realize we just have to go out and play better. We certainly have to pitch better. But again, I don't want to take anything away from Messiah. They did a terrific job swinging the bats. I was very impressed. And we did not do a great job of throwing off-speed pitches for strikes. We knew they were a pretty good fastball hitting team, and they certainly proved that.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.